I was listening to my boy Elo. He was talking about phones. Yeah.
Everything right now because what
He
I'm
was
about.
talking about phones. Most phones have no idea. I'll be right back. Most people have no idea about about that phone. I'm gonna tell y'all something about them phone. When they put me in this situation in 2020, 2018, where I had been dumped to solitude and not used nothing, uh, that was my first time. That was my first time dealing with the phone like this. So I was forced to have to be on the phone. So what I did was I just chose a couple apps to deal with, which was like 2 or 3 at most. But now I just utilize one because people kept hacking in my phone. And I didn't want them to see what I was doing. So, but and it's just an institutional app or whatever. But I started getting into at this time. By this time, it done already been 5 years. So now, I say about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I started winging myself off certain things I feel like I need. Cause 5 years being all the way alone, you turn your phone into a friend, which ain't good. But what else you gonna do? You know, you ain't got nobody to talk to in the physical. So what I did was I came up with a little trick. I started realizing everything that a phone can do, we used to can do without a phone. So I started trying to figure out like I found the itch through God and all that, but it's utilizing God too now. But I was like, you know, how did they do this? How did they do that? You know what I'm saying? And so what I did was like, let's look at something simple. Like if you always on your phone dealing with your friends or something like that, well, can you visit these people? Can you go see these people? If it's a lover, same thing. Or if you can't deal with them, you know, if you can't, uh, you know, not saying for far off, but can you deal with them in the physical? You know, just like you could deal with them on the computer. So I started from there first, but I did that years ago when it came to that phone stuff. But I started winging my stuff off in a way from the phones and the internet in general. All right, like let's say, let me tell y'all a new trick, another trick. I get back to the phone. Like, let me show y'all a trick. Yeah, y'all like them ghost hunter shows. You hear something? Oh, I hear something. Hear something. Well, watch this. This should work for everybody. I don't know if it do. At first, I was saying maybe it's because of how high I'm elevated, but I can't keep saying that. Because so far, y'all been able to do the stir and everything else. So let's see if this works. Now watch this. Let's say you gonna love this one, especially that limb of mine and or my family tree. Especially y'all gonna love this if it works. Go in your house and meditate real good. Pray, meditate, and wait till nighttime. Cut your lights off, and uh, when you think, you be meditating, and let's say your first thing come to your mind is a lover or typical close people, and you might hear a sound. That's gonna be their higher self, and then you're gonna test the theory. Keep doing it, you're gonna see it all the time. You're gonna realize every time you think about that lover higher self is watching over you. Same thing, likewise, vice versa. See if it worked. I tried it with the flame, it worked with us. That's why she don't like. That's another reason why we separated a long time. We separated, like last time we was around each other, really around each other about 3.5, 4 years ago. But I mean, we done seen each other since then, but actually hanging out 3.5, 4 years ago, probably. But she realized I showed her that trick in her face. Cause at first I go, I said, y'all always think everything goes, and always trying to scare yourself. It's an answer for everything. And so we we looked into it, and I said, my higher self watch you, and your higher self watch me. Well, I could prove it, and that's what we did. And when she realized she couldn't lie to me, we were definitely separated. Cause her higher self got a lot. All y'all higher self love me. Cause y'all belong to me over there. That's why I say that. But I'm finna prove it to the world right now. So y'all can prove it to yourself. So this is a nice little neat trick. And when you realize that, you're gonna be like, what am I doing then? You ain't doing that. But man, if you attacking your tree in any kind of fashion or form, it's not gonna work because you're gonna turn your own ancestors against you. That's the science in it. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the science in it. So let's say you go. Let's say you go and cause that's who I be really dealing with when it comes down to a particular like jacket that I have to use. That jacket be tearing me up. See, go back, go back and listen to it. That jacket be on me, bro. Go ahead real quick. And then it's like I adjust according to the female. And it's like, man, we'll never pass no tail like this. You know what I'm saying? If it was something to pass a tail, it's like I never pass no tail like this, y'all. But I know it ain't about all that. I just like messing with a higher self or whatever. But it's like I adjust accordingly. I always knew. I thought everybody knew that, and I thought everybody did it. I didn't know that it might have just been, or y'all just don't pay attention, or maybe I don't know. And maybe it is just royalty. It might be just a royalty thing. But anyway, but yeah, y'all go ahead and try that. That's a little neat little trick. If I didn't holler and say something, y'all would have heard of old Casper the Ghost. I call them Caspers, but it really be their higher self, cause they always in everybody inside you. You don't get away with nothing. You don't get away with nothing, y'all. So just try. So when y'all go to the haunted places, you can actually utilize it at the haunted places because it might be trying to tell you something. Let me open the door. That's all. She already in the bathroom. She already in the bathroom. In the bathroom, man. Oh, anyway, so, yeah, y'all try that. But anyway, with the phone, I found that. I found one I watched. It was like, there was this lady. She was a beautiful lady I used to work with at a job I used to work at. And I worked there for a long time. And she was in the office. And, I always told God, I always been by myself. But what it was, my standard was low. I just never noticed it. And these bad women would always come around me, and I'd be like, what y'all want? I'm trying to get I'm trying to get these women. And it'd be business women, it'd be owners, and me might be not CEO or something, not a CEO, but like some kind of manager material type of thing. And they always come around me, standing around. I just wrote it off, and maybe they on secret, they on drugs, and they know I be hustling or something. And I said, I don't do work, business at work. That was a long time ago. But it don't be that. I be just paranoid, just random stuff coming up in my mind. Now this was back in the day. Now I ain't nothing like this now. I'm just reminiscing. Well, anyway, like I said today, in 2020, I used to tell God, I said, God, you didn't make me no woman. God put me back in my mind and started having these recaps. And I was like, man, I supposed to have them women. I had some good women. I supposed to have hollered at and didn't even holler at them because my self-esteem was low. Well, it's just one lady I used to work with. She had like an angelic name. I think it was like Abigail or something. And she was from Russia or something like that. Germany or Belgium or something like that too. I dealt with them a lot. They were cool. Man, I liked the hell out of their ass, bro. They like straight up. They know, you know what I'm saying? They was straight up, bro. And they wasn't never the N word inside out. You know what I'm saying? So Shawty would always come over there, had no reason to be on the floor. I mean, I was answering them, but I was still on the floor. When it compared to her job, I was on the floor. Shawty would always come over there and bother me, bro. Be just sitting there work. She won't even bother me. She just stand close to me. And just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is going on with this woman right here? I mean, she's somebody that shouldn't even be on the floor. You know, she can be on the floor. She was like some kind of super engineer or something. She was like head over all the engineers or something. She was big time. And I was like, what is this woman? Why you keep staring? She'll just come over there and stand beside me for a long time. I'm talking about 30 minutes to an hour. Ain't nobody even talking to her. So that was working, cause I'm already paranoid. Cause at this time I'm probably high. I'm trying to hide it, cause you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking cause my eyes sitting like the Japanese. I'm in Japanese in here, and and I'm thinking she might smell me or something. I'm smelling myself, but then I realized they think black people really smell like that. So I know that ain't it. I'm like, man, what's going on, bro? So so now I'm looking back at it. It's the energy. And this same particular energy be in every last partner now that I realize, now that I'm looking back at it, I started noticing energy. I utilize all that from the phone too. Like social media. Just looking at energy that's luring me in. And that's why I could get a little attitude. And then them girls like, y'all ain't going nowhere. Especially that lane. you can try. You go on a date, you'll see my face on that dude. You know what I'm saying? Not when I don't put too much, when you don't put a lot of spiritual work and lovable energy and anything, you can try it if you want to. The best bet is to try to reach out, I guess, and do that the right way. But it's just something that, but that energy though, it's in you, like that's that vessel, like, and God was telling me like, you can't be with, God done told me like, you can't just be with anybody, and God made sure he let me know that I won't let you be with anybody. And I noticed that like every woman, it's like I can't do it, bro. It's like my ancestors will dog y'all out, bro. They'll dog y'all out. If you got secret agendas towards me, even if you supposed to be with me, but you got a bad agenda towards me, I saw them. They'll rag y'all out. And I said this before. Look at the new energy and go back on the messages. And all y'all, a lot of y'all that did have these crazy agendas, y'all got dogged out by my ancestors. It don't matter if you took the money or not. I ain't never cared about nothing like that. I'm not the kind of man that a woman had to take care of. I'm the kind of man that we could take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody who can love you when you can't love yourself, or when you are unable to help yourself. What if you get in a car accident or something? What if you accidentally get scarred up? What if your beautiful face get messed up and nobody loves you, nobody care about you, but your man still love you the same day, the same way he did the first day he met you? You know, you got to think about, people got to think about. Now, I learned a lot when I was helping my pop take care of my grandma when she was on hospice, because we had to help clean her and everything, period. And I love my grandparents regardless, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't mind it. And just from that, something like that humbled me even more to the fact that if I was in a lovable relationship, that person can depend on me no matter what. What if you lose your legs and you can't walk no more? You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to push you around now. So, you know, you got to think about that. But I was just thinking about what a girl told me a long time ago. She goofy, Lucy. She's, you know what? That was right there. I'm telling you that she funny. She got jokes. But she told me one time, she tried her best to break my heart. She said, I'll be with you again when I got cancer and I gotta push myself around from cancer. That's how she used to talk to me, girl. I don't know if it's just the energy or whatever, but anyway, that was a long time ago. Like I said, she was just a high school sweetheart anyway. But anyway, and then she winded up one of the ones that secretly attacking me. Like, you stalker. Like, a year later, you put no magic on you. I'm a whole angel out here. That's what it really is. You supposed to be in too. You sold it out, bro. Anyway, And so the same with her, same thing. Like, bro, I was finna do something wickedly bad. I was in the street real bad in high school. I was full fledged then. And me and my boy got together, planned on something real smooth, real good. I wasn't gonna do it in high school, but I was gonna do something where we were gonna make a big move. And I was alone then, just like I am now, going through this phase right here. It was like I always went through these phases when it came to love. I just couldn't recognize the energy. So y'all already know I've been studying my energy for a long time. And I was finna do something real. This was gonna make headline right here. I done potted me and my boy. He a high priest too. We both been up nights. Like, yeah, this is how this gonna work. And I be darned. And Shawty came moved to the school that day and jumped on my back out of nowhere, looking just like Lucy Ricardo. She slowed me down quick. But it's just the same energy. It's always that same energy. It's like that energy always around me, but gotta find its vessel. And when that energy finds its vessel, it might be fall. Like this time it's fall, and it's walls between us. But it's like we still right beside each other. But and the same thing, I could tap into any of them. So that's why I love this family tree thing. This soulmate twin flame. I love this because it's like I could tap into any of y'all, and I could tell which one of y'all out of all y'all, which one of y'all care the most about me. But the jacket I always utilize, she care the most though, regardless if she doing whatever she doing or not. Even if let's say she had a crooked agenda, she still care. And I'm not saying she do, but I'm saying she care. I know she care. But and it's another one too, but you just bad. The rest of y'all just bad, bro. Y'all kill. You're ready. Y'all kill. Y'all just bad. Warrior angels, baby. You just gotta understand it. You gotta understand and elevate in it. All right, now get back to the phone thing. So that's what I did. I utilized saying if the phone can do this, how we can do this? Like you got the itch. Now you got the lover. You found your lover. Okay, the stars, how you can read the star, how you can tell by the sunshine, the way the sun set, what time it is. Learn all that. That's really what you got to ask yourself what you really utilizing your phone for. The important stuff. What if you get lost or something? You got to know how to navigate through the stars. Your phone go out. You know, that's what I did. So I made sure I don't need it. So even now when I use my phone, I don't like using my phone, period. So now I done got so acquainted with my institutional app. I'm actually creating my own type of energy to alleviate it, and it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. It's like I gotta get the answer before it give it to me. It's very rare though. It's interesting and it keep me busy, keep me on my toes. But he said something else too. You know, don't cut your phone on first. I done started making that a habit, cutting it on first. But I don't be getting up. So I just cut it on and look at it, but I gotta stop that. But he right, do something else more positive. Even if you just simply writing down your chores for the day. You know, right, man? Yeah, he the man to be listening to. You better, we all better listen to him when it comes down to stuff like that anyway. You getting that truck ready, Elo? You need to get that truck ready. I'm telling y'all, bro, y'all need to get that bar down ready for me. And that customized button. Don't give it to my doppelganger. Give it to me. Give it to me. Cause I gotta drive and go up here and get this girl. Oh, I can't drive it up there. They drive on this side of the road. No. That's difficult right there. Maybe you can make it where you can offset the whole chamber in that sucker, and it'll just, that'll be too much money though. No, man, don't even try that. And then it might start messing up, and then one day you might be in there forgetting, be looking like a mailman. You know, be looking like a mailman, but it'll be good. It's like your whole wheel, just your whole unit just transition. I guess y'all like, he always coming up with stuff amazing. You damn right it is. Tapped in the guy. I was like, how am I to do? I look too good. I feel too good. I try to love too much. I done dated a lot of demons. That's how I know they can cry. But they be mad like, why you this? I done had women tell me like they know they gifts, and they'll say, "Why you didn't do this, and why this don't happen to you? Why you ain't going through this?" And they'll swear, but that's magic I'm doing. They don't be that. They tell on themselves when they say that, and I get away from them because I don't even be recognizing they that kind of person until they tell on themselves. But anyway, that's another way y'all can tell, bro. That's another way y'all can tell. So it's like start falling back now, and like right now, cause I'm planning on the first of the year really winging myself. Really winging myself all the first of the year if I can. Like let me tell you, like this institutional app, it's like a necessity at the moment, you know, for whatever's going on in this situation. And I didn't even know that till I went to jail. I went to jail, like I said, I got other ways. I had other ways before I got trapped in this situation to reach God. And that's when God was telling me, you ain't gonna be able to do it like you've been doing because they might write you off as crazy. Well, when I was in jail, I had to go back to one of those ways. And it's just simple as yes and no. Everything really just yes and no. And I got this trick I use with anything. So found a deck of cards in jail. I needed some answers. And that's how I knew that Flame was up to no good. And when I got out of jail, I tricked her and said something to her. She told on herself, and I knew my energy was right the whole time. But just like I said, I just started learning energy over time. Like I realized we looking for lovers, but your lover's right beside you. They just looking for a vessel. You know, they gotta find a vessel high enough. You gotta look at it in God. God way is narrow. This ain't no demonic stuff. Body jumping. If you take something, if a demon can jump in and out of you, you better elevate. I'm talking about some angelic stuff. Y'all vessels belong to beings, higher vibrational people. Y'all are higher vibrational people. The person is your higher self. Your higher self is literally standing beside you, waiting on you to activate. So with that being said, we all are sleeping giants, the whole world. If you're doing low vibrational stuff, you sleep. Your vessel belongs to your higher self. The higher self is connected to God. All of us is one body in Christ. All of us is part of God. And I'm tapped into mine. And I can talk to all y'all, all my girls and everybody on the other side, and probably even past lifetime. Any lover I ever came across in any lifetime. That's part of me. If I wanted to. And y'all can too. You just gotta pay attention. You gotta calm down, slow down, turn down. But anyway, so yeah, I just throw it's a trick that I can do with a deck of cards. And it's just like I do with smoke. Anytime. You can know we all got these gifts. When you elevate to your higher self, everybody on the planet got unique gifts. Everybody. Ain't nobody exempt. Everybody. Everybody can be Jesus Christ. Chris Chuck, tapping Chris Chuck, get the guy. Y'all ain't thinking out there. Y'all just done, bro. Stick a fork in. You can't stick a fork in. Overcook. Throw it away. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so what else I can show y'all? But anyway, I'm just showing y'all this because my dog Elo on here telling y'all some good stuff. That's what so if we all finna do that, try to slide off these things, it's bad. I'm telling you, relationship gonna get, and oh yeah, I'm gonna say this too. My ex-wife, we had this thing when we got together because we knew all this was finna come to play. And we put this in motion. Me and her were together for 10 years here. She fought, you know, anybody ever been with? We put this in motion. 10 years. 10 years. Me and her were together. The first year we got together. Because she was all in school. I was important in the studio. We was important. We had technological stuff all around us. So before we even got married, we got together. We had the conversation. We went out somewhere special. And we talked. And we were like, well, if we're going to get married, we got to make up some rules. Because technology is out of sight right now. She was brilliant in technology, and I was too. So I was like, well, when we going out on dates, we don't need to use our phone. Agree? She was like, yeah, I agree on that. And when we watch a movie or we going any date, like movies, out to eat or whatever, we don't need to be on the phone. And that's what we did. And then before we knowed it, normally when we was around each other, we wouldn't even get on our phone unless we was traveling together and needed our GPS. We wouldn't even be on our phone. That's why I know she hurt. I don't know what the hell she was thinking about. She wasn't thinking that. That's what happened when you share too much love, bro. That gene, it wasn't her. That's why I can say that so easily. I know when people love me and got love for me. And I know when they out of pocket. And I know, with that being said, I know when the devil done took control of you. Period. You gotta be careful when you're sharing love, folks. You shouldn't do it at all. I share my love with God. Period. So when a woman make love to me, it's like, let me shut up. Let me be quiet. You know what I mean? So that's what we did, and it went fine. It went great. That's why I was shocked. All this stuff that came out of nowhere, I was like, what? You playing this? You really playing this something this low vibration? I was shocked. Cause me and her was on top of shit, bro. Especially business partners, we were great. We were great. If she had to go see a house, and she needed to go see a house and it was in a bad place, like we might have been in line and we had to go to a bad hood. We're bad hood. And sell a house. Y'all real estate folk wrong, bro. It was like we were a black couple. We gonna send them to the worst places in the world. In the worst places in the world to sell a house. But we did it though. She like, hey baby, you'll go with me? Yeah, we'll ride. No problem. No problem at all. We'll ride now. You know what I'm saying? And I drive her, she'll drive. She loved to drive though. It didn't matter what we went to. She loved to drive, so that wasn't a big issue neither. But I was mostly there just to protect. But yeah, that's how I did it. That's how we did it. And then before we know it, we realized we wasn't on our phone at all, really. We literally had to get around our friends and get around other people and get back on our phone. And then we had like we didn't even know what we were doing when we got on it then. Cause we utilized it perfectly when it needed to be utilized. We went to school and doing something with technology, we utilized it. In the studio, if I needed information, I utilized it. That was it. I put that thing down. That's why I don't know how y'all got programmed. I didn't even know till 2020 that people literally done got programmed to where they actually having relationships on social media. And that's why I ain't big on the test, but I'm gonna start doing it now because I think they tagged me in the Astro yesterday or the day before. So now y'all can't just steal my engine. When you do, you're gonna curse yourself automatically. Because I think God looked into that and realized something was going wrong. Somebody been eating off me good. Things getting rectified though. Even though I ain't seen that, that's how close and knitted we are. Me, God, and Jesus, and my ancestors. I know things being worked out. I've been dealing with I done dealt with my ancestors and God way more than I ever dealt with human beings. Because I always been an outsider. Always. It's like Naruto and that dragon inside of that fox. I've been like that. Mine's the same way, so mine's the darkness. It's melanin. It ain't dark. Oh, he ain't never devil. It's just your IQ gone. Your IQ been gone. Started at night. Everything started out of darkness. And out of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Melanin. Melanin, bro. It's melanin, baby. And it got an image. You just can't see it. You just been there for a long time. In the empty. It's the empty. It's got a vessel too. But and it sees a lot. And I have to tell it, calm down, bro. Cause it get me in trouble. It get me in trouble just by the way it thinks sometimes. But God, I done did good. That's what I've been practicing for the last 3 years. That's what I've been holding, trying to keep. Do like Naruto did, put some tags on that gate and keep it bounded. And I've been doing pretty good. Real good, Ashley. Just trying to keep a smile on my face and having be optimistic about everything. You know, don't let nothing get to you, 'cause ain't nothing supposed to get. I mean, I seen and now I done seen more good and bad to even think it's a good and bad. It's just two different extremes. God is in everything, especially in bad, 'cause He's trying to re-navigate you, if anything. Um, so that's that, y'all. But yeah, I ain't finished the ELO video yet. I'm gonna finish it though. Figured I'd say that before I get too into it. But yeah, think about that, the itch. Y'all better go get your notepad, write it down. Yeah, like I said, the itches is broad. You can use that in so many different ways. And don't forget what I said about the lovers though. Like lit for real. You just chill when you at your house. You ain't gotta have completely dark, but you know, I like it dark, black. I like it black when you can't even see nobody smiling. You know what I'm saying? And when I do certain things, but and you just sit there. Y'all got the cameras on, be that dark though. You should already know I ain't nothing like that. But cause I already know y'all know. Cause y'all be like, won't you look at them scary movies with the lamp on? I don't want to do that. I don't want to look at no scary stuff with no lamp. I already don't like scary movies. Even though I can do all this stuff, I still ain't really a big fan. I love scary movies, but my ex-wife had to get me into scary movies. I didn't watch scary movies when we got together. I didn't even think about them. But I ain't no scary movie out there that's scary to me. Y'all be talking about them ghost shows. I don't want to do that neither, because things already be touching on me. And I cut that lamp on, they gonna really get irate with it and get to playing. And a lot of times they be playing. That's what they be doing, just playing. But y'all try it. You know, you think about somebody that you gonna hit go off, whatever. I've been long-winded lately. I'm gonna cut these things short.